This lady is trying to embarrass me in front of a largely homosexual fan base. That's why she got canceled. Gay people don't take it kindly that you would, as a derogatory, call me gay. Gay people don't feel like it's derogatory. So why are you trying to shame me with something in a community I don't even belong in? There's no gay people saying I belong over there or been over there. But I have no hatred of over there, and how dare you? It was a setup. I'm always going to be prevail if I'm being set up.
That's when we thought Katt Williams couldn't get dragged into any more mess. Wanda Smith just revealed their feud and went off on him for destroying her career. Katt and Wanda have actually been on each other's necks for a couple years now, after Wanda tried to embarrass Katt on her show by making gay jokes about him and accusing him of being a head and a convicted felon. Stuff between them got real messy from that point, and Katt completely destroyed her career. As if that wasn't bad enough, he came for her yet again during his explosive interview with Shanon Sharpe and called her an inferior comedian and an incompetent talk show host.
Because I didn't even know any of the stuff that she had done to my fellow comedians until afterwards. I just know that it was a setup.
Right.
And remember, they tried to kill me this same weekend. Her husband was willing to kill one of the greatest comedians to...
Now, for those of y'all who don't know the exact details of this Wanda and Katt feud, y'all better tighten up, because we about to get into some things, baby. Now, prior to Katt completely wrecking Wanda's career, she used to host at the popular Atlanta radio station V103. However, she lost her job after a very heated argument with Katt back in 2018 when he appeared on her show for an interview. The interview was actually going well, till Katt started saying some very unflattering things about Tiffany Haddish and questioning if she deserved her success. Katt said Tiffany didn't deserve any of the Netflix deals and accolades that she was receiving because she hadn't done a good job proving herself to be a worthy comedian. At one point, he even suggested that she was an industry plant.
What's your thoughts on Netflix? I mean, they're giving deals. Like we just heard, Tiffany Haddish just got a deal as well, and I mean they're opening up things to comics, and for them to open up a door like that. What are your honest thoughts about Netflix?
You only got Tiffany Haddish. She been doing comedy since she was 16. You can't tell me your favorite Tiffany Haddish joke. Why? Because she ain't done a tour yet. She ain't done a special. She has not proven the ability to tell jokes back to back for an hour to nobody, and they already ready to down Monique and up somebody who has showed them Girls Trip. Did you think she wrote Girls Trip, goofball?
Right.
Or do you think that was already a script and they handed it to her? It's up to you, whatever you want to believe. I'm the introduction to Tiffany Haddish in the movie School Dance. The clip for School Dance has been seen more times than the movie has. That's just a fact.
Now, this is where Wanda and Katt clashed, because Wanda felt that it would be a good idea for her, a radio host, to swoop in and defend Tiffany. A lot of people were not here for this, because they felt like the only reason why Wanda was trying to side with Tiffany is because she wanted some brownie points from the public for standing up for Tiffany, since Tiffany was a hot topic at the time.
But the movie the Girls Trip movie?
Yes, ma'am. The one with with three of our greatest black actresses in it? You mean that one?
Right. But I'm just saying, Tiffany Haddish.
Ma'am, you could have had that role, and everything that happened would have happened unless you thought you were necessary to write the Saturday Night Live monologue.
I laughed from beginning to end. I thought
it was a great script when I saw it in 2004.
Right.
Wow.
In 2004. Wow.
Yeah, I have it.
I'm so happy for her though, because
that's what it do.
That's baby, what it do. I tear up thinking about the break that she got, and to see her do her thing.
She passed 46 female black comedians that I know personally that I put on tour who have a hard time getting a chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A after they headlined 7 shows at a club for $2,500 a week.
But people like real, and that's why
is
they
that
like
what
her.
they like?
They love realness.
Oh, because everybody's real then. So don't trip.
No, they like
Wherever
Tiffany
you
Haddish
at under the sound
because
of my
she's
voice,
real.
do you have a real co-worker?
Wanda's intentions quickly switched from her trying to stand up for Tiffany to her flat out disrespecting Katt. And as you can already imagine, Katt did not just sit back and allow the disrespect to slide. She started it off by trolling his cooking skills after he said he personally cooks for his kids.
You cook? Do you cook for your kids?
Absolutely.
Tell me some of the things you cook that they are proud of. Like, Dad made some. You got the best spaghetti. You got the best steak. What do you have? Tell us what you cook.
As a father of 7 with an unlimited food budget, you can make whatever is necessary.
I
with
said
7,
what they like.
Excuse me.
Katt was really irritated by this and clapped back by calling Wanda an unprofessional interviewer and trolling her for wearing cheap clothes.
Say, what do they like?
Just because you're a poor interviewer doesn't mean.
You answer the question and just tell me.
Man, you're
what
a
they
strong
like.
black woman. Is it
Answer
okay
the
for me to
question.
answer?
Come on.
You keep interrupting the answer. Everyone can hear it. It sounds like you like me a little bit. It's starting to bleed over the airwaves.
It is.
Oh, really?
I want to let
Come
everybody
on.
know that Wanda got some lipstick on right now with enough glitter for the 4th of July 2020. How many kids you got, Wanda?
I have 3 boys.
Excellent.
Yes, I do.
Aren't boys simple?
Hmm?
Aren't boys simple?
They can be. They can be.
Wanda knows she
I'm what?
didn't do as much cooking in the latter years as she did in the beginning.
Whatever. I cook. I do it all.
I didn't say that you
Well,
didn't.
that's all right. I did it in the beginning and the middle and the end.
What's your favorite
Wait,
thing to cook?
wait.
Your boys, yeah.
They like for me to. I do a really nice broccoli. They like my broccoli and they love my baked chicken.
Hey,
And they
right now,
love-
look up your phone and see what it takes to make broccoli, and tell me does it say heat up water?
At this point, it became very clear that they were both out to get each other. The interview literally turned into a roast session, and Wanda was losing terribly. But despite how intense everything had gotten at this point, Katt was still trying to remain calm and actively holding himself back from dragging Wanda down to the pits of hell. That was up until Wanda decided to bring up Katt's multiple arrests and convictions. This was a major slap in the face to Katt because at the time, the industry was pushing the narrative that Katt was just a degenerate who kept going to jail. So the fact that Wanda would use this as the insult toward him was very disrespectful to say the least. As if that wasn't bad enough, she also referred to him as a little mama, implying that he was acting a little sassy. She even went as far as to calling him with feminine pronouns, which a lot of people found offensive because they felt like she was trying to use the LGBT community as an insult against Katt. Wanda knew exactly what she was doing when she brought this up, and Katt gave her exactly what she was looking for.
They're heating stuff up.
You're good at telling us about what's going on in jail.
Yes, ma'am, and getting out to tell you. But I'm going to tell you at an arena named Phillips, and you going to tell me at the Atlanta Comedy Theater.
That's right, true.
Tomorrow, be there.
All right.
Red Grant show, I know
Red
I'll
Grant.
be there. Don't miss it. Is he crazy?
And help me get to the salon. All right, it's the People Station Viewer 3. Your hair is kind of...
That joint was.
My hair is 19 inches long, and I have no perm. If you can't get your blood pressure down, you can't call me that.
Whatever, little mama.
If your cholesterol is 600,
Whatever, little mama.
I'm Lil Mama's baby daddy.
No, you little mama.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey,
And what
girl.
are you, girl? You probably shouldn't talk about sizes.
Oh, that's okay.
You big on the radio.
That's right. And you're big
Turn
in
it
prison.
down.
And you're
yes,
big
ma'am.
in prison.
I've never been to prison.
You have
19
several
felonies, no
times.
convictions.
Yeah,
Knock it
yeah.
off. Prison
Okay.
and jail aren't the same. No.
Okay,
No.
Calm
No.
down, calm down.
Only one of us has
Calm
$12 worth
down.
of jewelry on. No.
He brutally body shamed Wanda. He made some very nasty remarks about her being overweight and claimed she was running out of breath just by talking.
Please come on down.
Go, Shay, please come get Miss Katt and do her hair.
She's almost out of breath. Be careful now. Even on the radio, you can
Yeah.
hear the fact that exercise has crept into her vocabulary.
Yeah. Hurry up. enough, little mama. We're done.
You already used that one. Don't repeat your
and
jokes,
I'm
Fresh
looking
Comic.
again.
Now, after this interview aired, a lot of people called Wanda out for turning the whole interview into a roast battle and for assuming that Katt was gay, even though he's not, and trying to antagonize it against him. Oh, but this whole back and forth was just at the start of things, because things later ended up getting violent between them when they met outside of the Atlanta Comedy Theater. While they were arguing, Wanda's husband, Lamorris Sellers, stepped in and pointed a gun at Katt Williams. The CCTV footage of the whole incident later leaked online, and Katt and his friend can be seen running for their lives into a supermarket after Lamorris tried to come at them with the gun and unalive them. And if you look at the footage carefully, you can see Wanda standing there and not doing nothing to stop her crazy husband from attacking Katt. It genuinely seemed like she wanted her husband to go after Katt and hurt him. The backlash Wanda was already receiving only got worse after this, and she got fired from the radio station she was working at despite being a part of the team for over 20 years. Wanda later addressed the whole thing in an interview, but instead of her taking accountability and accepting the role she had in all this mess, she sat there and blamed everything on Katt and victimized herself. She claimed Katt came at her unprovoked and said she didn't know how to respond to him dissing her because she has a lot of respect for him.
And I just felt the tension, like, every time I would ask him something or say something, it was like he kind of came for me.
But I mean, are we really surprised? This is the same woman who had no problem watching her husband go after a defenseless man because of an argument that she started weeks ago. Like, you cannot make this up. Now, as for Katt, he addressed the entire incident during his Club Shay Shay interview earlier this year and said he wasn't surprised that Wanda got fired, especially after she accused him of being gay on a radio interview in a city that's known for its huge LGBT population. The crazy thing is, Katt ain't even gay. Wanda just made that up in the heat of the moment to emasculate him, and it backfired on her big time.
But this lady is trying to embarrass me in front of a largely homosexual fan base. That's why she got canceled. Gay people don't take it kindly that you would, as a derogatory, call me gay. Gay people don't feel like it's derogatory. So why are you trying to shame me with something in a community I don't even belong in? There's no gay people saying I belong over there or been over there.
You did,
but I have no hatred of over there, and how dare you?
He also said that Wanda tricked him into doing the interview by telling him that she only wanted to talk about him winning an Emmy. She specifically promised that she was not going to talk about his kids or any of his convictions, but when he came on the show, she barely mentioned anything about his Emmy and made the whole thing about his kids and convictions.
Video interview, if I'm not mistaken, that's in Atlanta.
Right.
And you came on there with seemingly good intentions. And she attacked you.
It wasn't just that part. It was the fact that before I go in there, she has a conversation about, okay, now, I just want to talk to you because you just won an Emmy for the city of Atlanta, and this is in Atlanta, and they just want to hear about the Emmy and hear from you and to thank you for what you did putting the city on.
Right. Okay.
And we won't talk about your kids. We won't talk about jail, no cases. We ain't going to talk about none of that.
Right.
And immediately gets in there and goes the opposite way. You can't flip up on me because you're an inferior comedian. I'm going to destroy you, and I'm never going to call you out of your name. I'm never going to say anything disrespectful to people that look like you.
Katt also believed that Wanda and her husband were trying to take him out the day that they pulled up on him. He admitted to being absolutely traumatized by the whole thing and said that he was left with severe PTSD from the entire incident.
They tried to kill me this same weekend. Not in jokes, with a real gun in my real face on real camera. Understand I'm losing my life for participating in something that goes along with my job. Like, it's two comedians, what do you mean? And the world was okay with it because it was me. Had that happened to anyone else, the world went crazy when Will smacked Chris. This is a person pulling a whole on a comedian in the confines of their job. It's really a weird situation when they hate you that bad.
Yeah.
Child, this is a hot mess, and Wanda knows she did wrong for what she did. Not only did her trifling self try to trap Katt into talking about things he specifically told her he didn't want her to ask about, but she had the audacity to encourage her husband to point a gun in Katt's face and threaten his life. On top of that, she's allegedly now seeking to take revenge on Katt because she feels like he's responsible for her being canceled and losing her livelihood. As usual, people have their own thoughts about this, like this person who said he took the high road and didn't press charges on her and her husband, so she should fall back and be grateful. Another person said she shamed him about a number of things, but because she isn't funny and he won that little fight, her and her husband are the reason that she lost her job. Grow up, Wanda. But now I want to know your thoughts. What do y'all think about Wanda threatening to take revenge on Katt? And do y'all think Katt was the reason she lost everything? Y'all been knew what to do. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And don't forget to click here to watch this other very messy video.